Hello everybody, and welcome to the Frost Mage 5.4 PvP guide. If you liked the video, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. For the level 15 talents, you're going to want to take Presence of Mind. It makes your next spell that's under 10 seconds, which basically any of your mage spells, it makes it instant, and it's on a 1.5 minute cooldown. Blazing Speed is also a good choice, whether you're fighting like warriors or rogues in like an arena or something, or just anything else. It increases your movement speed by 150% for 1.5 seconds on a 25-second cooldown. It's a really good spell, but it's really situational. Presence of Mind is really good over round. I'll talk about that more in altar time. And for Ice Flows isn't really worth taking because it's not very good. Just for PvP, maybe PvE a little bit, but not for PvP. For the level 30 talents and for Mage PvP, you're gonna want to take Temporal Shield. It reduces all damage by 15% for 4 seconds, and 100% of that damage will be healed back over 6 seconds. It's really good because you could use it while you're stunned or incapped. Mainly for stuns though. Flame Glow is not worth taking for anything. I don't know why that spell's in the game. And Ice Barrier, it's good, but Battle Fatigue makes it complete shit, so it's not even worth picking that up. Go ahead and take Temporal Shield for that. For the level 45 tier for Mage, you're going to want to take Ring of Frost, but you can actually substitute this out for Ice Ward. Frost Straw is not worth taking for Frost at least. For Fire, this is a must, but we're talking about Frost here, so Ice Ward's good. It does DR with your regular Frost Nova, but it's worth taking under some things. If you're versing like a Warrior DK team, you're going to want to pick that up. But overall, Ring of Frost is pretty good. On a 45-second cooldown, creates a Ring of Frost on the ground. Anyone that walks into it will get frozen. You can get your deep freezes off of that and shatter off of it. For your level 60 talents, you're going to want to take Cold Snap. Cold Snap will make all your frost spells. Once you use it, it'll refresh all of them and heal you for 30% of your maximum health. On a 3-minute cooldown, it's easily the best one. Cauterize is also good, but not so much for PvP. For PvE, it's a must, but it's not as good. Great Invisibility is something to think about taking, but like in this stage of PvP, you're not gonna want to take it because like there's too many. It's just not that good. Don't bother taking Greater Invisibility. So Cold Snap's probably the best thing to go with right now, and I'd highly recommend it. For your level 75 tier, you're gonna want to take Living Bomb. This is a must. Living Bomb does insane damage overall. It can be spread to 3 targets, and it's on a 1.1 second global cooldown, which doesn't really make a difference like everything else is basically, and you're going for haste as a Frost Mage, so you're gonna want to take Living Bomb, put it up on your 3 targets, or just your main target, so you get Brain Freeze procs, which is really good. Frozen Bomb's also worth taking, but I mean it was pretty big in the old patches, but now it's not anymore, so yeah, just go ahead and get Living Bomb. Nether Tempest is not worth taking at all. And for last, your level 90 talents, you're going to want to take Incanter's Ward. Incanter's Ward puts a 30k shield on you. It probably gets affected by Battle Fatigue, 25-second cooldown, and when it breaks, it gives you 15% spell damage increase, depending on how much damage you take. It also has a really good passive where it increases your mana regen and increases your spell damage by 6%. Rune of Power is not worth taking at all for PvP, but Invocation is something worth thinking about. If you're doing RBGs, I'd recommend taking Invocation, but for arenas, go and take Incanter's Word over it all the time. Okay, here I'm going to show how to CC, get a really long CC on your target. First you start off with the Polymorph, that's a good 8 seconds CC. Once he's out of that, we're going to poly again. This is just a random guy by the way, he's being a little ass, so there we go, poly again. You're going to want to Nova him. He's in an 8-second route now. Once he's out of that, I'm going to deep freeze him. That's a good 5 seconds right there. And you could get one of these. But that does DR with your Polymorph, so be wary of that. Will he jump to his death now? He will jump to his death. Okay, good boy. Let's see if I could steal his thing, actually. Nope, and he's going to fall. Okay, so there you go. That's your CC rotation right there. You could also throw in a Silence there. Counterspell. It's pretty good. For Frost Mage, gemming, I like to go strictly for haste, so if you look at my gear, I have all haste gems. These gems are called the Quick Sun's Radiance, 320 haste. They fit yellow sockets for the bonuses, but I don't really go for the bonuses. The only sockets you'd go for the bonuses are really the gloves, the belt, and the shoulders, because they give you 60 intellect. 60 intellect. Yeah, they all give you 60 intellect. So I'd recommend going for those. And when you go for blue socket, you're gonna want to go 160 haste, 160 hit. These gems are called the Lightning Wild Jade. For your meta gem, I recommend the PvP gem called the Tyrannical Primal Diamond, because the PvP power, it gives you a good 2% PvP power, and for the Resil, it gives you a good 1.5% Resil, which is better than the other meta gems, and it's cheaper. It's only 1k conquest. For the PvP, for the trinkets, you're gonna want to take these two trinkets because they're good, and they're also buffing the set bonus to increase your Resil even more. For enchants, use Jade Spirit, or if you can't afford that, use any other ones really. Jade Spirit's the best though. 165 intellect. For gloves, use 170 haste. For belt, make sure you use a belt socket. Put a gem in there. If you're a jewel crafter like me, make sure you use the quick serpent's eye for 480 haste. For leg enchants, just use the leg armor. I'll link that. Whatever. For boots, use 140 mastery and minor spell haste. The mastery is not good, but the speed haste is good for it, which makes it good for taking. For bracers, use the 180 intellect. If you can't get a hold of that, just use any other enchant, mastery, whatever. I think there's a haste one. For chest, you're gonna want to go 80 to all stats. It's just overround a good thing. Don't get the 200 Resil one. That one sucks. For cape, use 180 intellect or use 180 crit, depending on how much gold you have, if you can get it or not. For shoulders, enchant your shoulders with 200 intel and 100 crit. That's pretty cheap on servers, my server at least, my deadass server. And that's really it. Everything else is just baseline. You can find this online. You could BNet me, kid your wallman. For your glyphs, you're going to want to take Glyph of Polymorph. It removes all dots on your target so you get the full duration of your poly. Glyph of Evocation is good too, because it heals you with your evocation. So if you're low on health, you can pillar, heal back up in an arena. Glyph of Deep Freeze is also good because it takes Deep Freeze off the global cooldown. And it does reduce the duration by 1 second, but it's still a really good spell. You can swap these out though for Glyph of Armors, so if you're doing Molten Armor, it'll give you more physical reduction, 16% physical reduction. This is good when you're versing warriors, DKs, rogues, in arena. And that's it. For the mage macros, I made a macro for my altar time, so when I cast my altar time, don't click it, but when I cast my altar time, it'll give me a free presence of mind, so I could use that in the presence of mind, or in the altar time, and when I'm out of it, I get another one. So that's pretty good. You get 2 spells for that. Then I get Ice Block, so when I click my Ice Block, it does it. If I click it again, it turns it off. Simple as that. I like to have my focus. I always use this macro right here. I'll put that in the description, but like basically it's a mouse over, and if I press shift, it'll defreeze poly my focus target. It's really good. That's for a lot of my spells really. Like same for poly and everything. Pet Nova. This is good. I'll put that in the description. Dismount, cast freeze, pet follow. It's really good. I have a focus modifier for my Frost Nova and my Cone of Cold, which is good. Same for my shields. So I've got Temporal Shield and Encounters. Same thing for my Silence. I put a stop casting in front of it just so it stops casting my spells. It's good. And that's really it. Yep, that's it for that part. Here's the simple Frost Mage rotation. You're going to want to start off by applying Living Bomb to your target, and from there, just throw in Frost Bolts as a filler. You can use Pet Nova to get 1 Finger of Frost for each target, and also your Brain Freeze procs off of Living Bomb, so that's good. Use your Living Bomb, use your Ice Lance. Then if you have a Fingers of Frost, or you have a Nova up, you can do that, and you can Deep Freeze. It does more damage when you do this, and he's gonna die right now. Yep. Now this guy's flagged, so I'm gonna kick his ass. Fucking pussy. Alright, so I'm gonna kill all these guys real fast. This is probably better that they're attacking me, so I'll show you how much I can rape them. These guys are scrubs. My bad. Yeah, don't do presence of mind though, but whatever. Alter time. Keep your ice lances. And there you go. Simple Frost Mage guide.